Hello, I'm Jennifer Gable, Senior Training Specialist with the Center for Learning and Professional Development. I'm excited to tell you about a new service being offered by CLPD called Strategic Doing. This short presentation will introduce Strategic Doing and how it can benefit your team. Let's first talk about the transition from strategic planning to strategic doing. Both have their merits, and neither one is inherently bad. But as times have changed, it's time to adapt our planning strategies to a new approach, an approach that takes advantage of our more social and rapidly changing workplace. How many of you have a strategic plan? Is it collecting dust on a shelf or on a website that no one visits? Many of us spend a great deal of time and effort creating strategic plans so we can say we have one, but how many of us actually practice our plan? Strategic plans evolved in the early 20th century. The process is very hierarchical. Top administration plans a retreat, sits in a room discussing missions, vision statements, and SWOT analysis. They create goals and metrics that align to their vision. The resulting plans are pushed down the organization until they reach the level at which the plan is to be implemented. The problem with strategic plans is the employees who are responsible for implementing the plan have no real stake in the plan. They didn't help create it. They may not even understand what the plan means or how they fit into the bigger picture. If asked what the mission and vision of the organization is, many employees will not be able to articulate what it is. Strategic doing is not a top-down approach. It builds networks and collaborations that benefit everyone. The strategic doing team is dynamic and agile. It ebbs and flows depending on the task at hand. Members move in and out of the process as they are needed. Position and prestige have no place in strategic doing. Everyone invited to participate has something to contribute. The golden rule of strategic doing is we will behave in ways that build trust and mutual respect. So how does it work? Strategic doing is an agile approach to leveraging assets and building collaborations. It starts with a framing question and a network of people interested in a conversation that leads to change. Framing questions invite conversation. They invoke a sense of opportunity. Often framing questions start with, imagine if. What would it look like if? Or what if? This doesn't mean it's pie in the sky illusion. Real change comes about through action. The strategic doing approach follows a guided process to facilitate change. Strategic doing answers 4 questions. What could we do? What should we do? What will we do? And what is our 30-30? The first question, what could we do, strives to link and leverage our assets. Each member of the team has assets, and we seek to uncover what the assets are that they are willing to share with the team. Assets include physical and natural assets, things like buildings, equipment, tools. Skills and knowledge assets, the competencies a member brings to the team. Social assets. Who do you know that may be a benefit to the group? This could be an individual or an organization. And finally, capital assets, financial resources or assets that otherwise would be bought. Once you understand what everyone brings to the table, it's easier to discover ways to link these assets. Focusing on what you have rather than what you wish you had allows you to start on an action plan right away. The second question, what should we do, seeks to identify the opportunity that has the highest impact with the least effort. By ranking all the possibilities identified in the first step, we can determine which project is the big easy. This Pathfinder project is a great starting point because it allows you to move forward quickly with meaningful impact. This keeps everyone energized and the momentum going. Time to put your plan into action. Using your Pathfinder project, you will identify what the guideposts are, when they need to be completed, and who will be responsible for each piece. Everyone should have a role in the completion of the Pathfinder project. This will give everyone a stake in the success and motivation to keep going. What's your 30-30? Constant attention and communication is necessary to ensuring continuous progress. Before leaving your first meeting with your Pathfinder project defined, you will decide when you will meet again, generally no more than 30 days from now. At your next meeting, ask, what did we accomplish in the last 30 days? And where do we go in the next 30 days? Notice this section as an arrow. This is a continuous cycle. Keep it going. Don't worry if your first effort doesn't meet all your expectations. That's the great thing about strategic doing. As an agile approach, it is expected that you will adjust as necessary when situations change or things don't work as planned. Just don't stop. Keep going, even if the direction changes. Ready to get started? Contact the Center for Learning and Professional Development to schedule a strategic doing session with your team.